goes how I plan. Things I'm going through, nobody really understands. Well, I've been kicked, well, I've been down, but I live to fight another round. Yeah, I stood my ground, and I'm stronger now. Well, I keep fighting, I won't be silent. So many chapters in my life that still need writing. I just keep driving, keep my eyes on the horizon, knowing soon I'm gonna find that silver lining. Just like Daniel and the lions, David and Goliath. The devil says I'm done, but I won't buy it. Well, I'm still fighting. Have you ever been forgotten about or left behind? You wanted to run, decided to stand and fight. You played the fool, you've been abused. You might not have a thing to prove, but I hate to lose. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. Well, I keep fighting, I won't be silent. So many chapters in my life that still need writing. I just keep driving, keep my eyes on the horizon, knowing soon I'm gonna find that silver lining. Just like Daniel and the lions, David and Goliath. The devil says I'm done, but I won't buy it. Well, I'm still fighting. I just keep fighting. Well, I'm still fighting, I won't be silent. So many chapters in my life that still need writing. I just keep driving, keep my eyes on the horizon, knowing soon I'm gonna find that silver lining. Just like Daniel and the lions, David and Goliath. The devil says I'm done, but I won't buy it. I won't buy it. The devil says I'm done, but I won't buy it. I won't buy it. Well, I'm still fighting.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? So another day, full into the weekend. Lots of protests going on, and lots to do. So it came to my attention. There was a lady in Red Deer who didn't appreciate. Just a minute. Didn't appreciate the convoy, okay, and what it was standing for and everything else. Mind you, this is only one person, okay, putting this out. So I find that very, very ironic how one person can stand up there and make a bunch of noise about a convoy. The whole purpose behind the convoy is that where they're going out there to make a statement, okay? And the statement is that things have to be corrected in this country because we have a ridiculous government that is going out, or that is putting homeless people, leaving homeless people on the street, and migrants are coming in and staying in hotels. Okay? I mean, that's crazy. Absolutely nuts. You know, I mean, like, where does the, you know, brain not connect with that way of thinking? You know, it's crazy, unreal. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm late. I didn't realize I had there was a countdown on my thing, and somebody brought it to my attention. So here I am. Sorry I'm late. So basically, now we have done 2 shows on the new platform, which is the Republic, the Canadian Republic, or what is it? Just a minute. I'm gonna get this right. The Republic of Canada, I believe, but I'm gonna make sure. So let me make sure. I don't want to get this wrong. Okay. So let's check it out. What's going on here? On Facebook. Oh, I see. Okay. Now let's see. Should be there. Because I want you guys to go there. Okay, it's the Republic Party of Canada. I got to get that right because you have to go over to the website. It's the Republic Party of Canada. And if you want to link it, okay, go to my Facebook page. It's on my Facebook page, the Republic Party of Canada. And we are looking for signatures now, people, okay? Join. If you want to make a difference in this country, let's get this movement put into the Republic Party of Canada, and let's use it as the platform to go after the government, okay? Legitimately, okay? So we need signatures, guys, okay? Lots of signatures. So do get involved. That's a good way for you to get involved. Get in there and get them signatures in there. Tell your friends, tell your brothers, tell everybody, okay? Because the Republic Party of Canada is against the corruption in this country, okay? Otherwise, I wouldn't be backing it, okay? So understand that, okay? Now, over the last how many years, if you think about this logically, okay? Over the last number of years, you've had the Conservatives, you've had the Liberals, you've had the NDP, okay? And now you've got the Green Party in there with a few seats. But these 3 parties in particular have had our country led into a shithole. That's where we are at now, okay? We've got a trade bloc coming on, or being produced by the United States. And a big loss of jobs over the last couple of years. Big loss, okay? Many companies have left Alberta because of Rachel Notley and her carbon tax crap, okay? Worst premier I've ever seen in my life. It was Notley, okay? The worst, okay? And many businesses are, in fact, when I was a kid, I used to work for a place called Western Feedlots, and they were out of Strathmore. And even that shut down, okay, as a result of Notley's putting out this carbon tax and all the crap, okay? And many other businesses. So that just goes to show you, I mean, these people are out of their trees. In fact, Notley even stood up and lied about a company doing work in the ground and all this stuff. The rebel media came out with this, okay, and explained the truth about Rachel Notley and how Rachel Notley even has the balls. Rachel Notley hasn't got any balls. Anyways, had the nerve to come up and try and attack the rebel media, okay, because they come out with the truth most of the time, okay. Now, not everybody's perfect, okay. You might come out with a little diversion here and there, but I mean, I have never encountered that with the rebel media, to tell you the truth. Anyway, I just said, okay, maybe, but I haven't seen it. Anyways, they come out with the truth behind her lie, okay? And that's what it is, a lie. And what does Rachel Notley do? Again, with the attack on the rebel media. So if you can go to the rebel media and support the rebel media, I stand behind them 100%. Okay, they're at least putting out some real factual news, as well as the trade bloc that Trump has put out. The reason for that trade bloc is because Trump is pissed off with Trudeau. Okay, and enough is enough. I mean, he's bringing in ISIS fighters into this country, allowing ISIS fighters into this country. What part of the brain doesn't, quite register the top there? Bringing in ISIS fighters. I mean, come on, letting them come into our country after our own soldiers went out and started to go against ISIS fighters. Okay, and this is craziness. Okay, all the way around the block. All right. Plain and simple. Now, another thing. On this little incident with or I should say big incident with the company in Quebec and a newspaper came out with some facts or whatever the case may be. And Trudeau fires or puts this woman who is our, I think, justice minister or whatever the hell it is. I'm sure all of you know about the story, okay? Anyway, I say, well, there was an article there, well, she should go across the aisle in the House of Commons and have nothing more to do with the Liberals, okay? Or something, all right? What does she do? She takes up another position in the Liberal Party and continues the bullshit. Some way, somehow, this woman should be standing up for the Canadian public. After all, that's what the whole meaning of being in government is all about, okay? Standing up for the Canadian people, all right? That's what it's all about. And what does she do? She keeps a zipped head and doesn't say anything, which is worse than saying something, even whether it's true or not, okay? I mean, something. But by saying nothing, makes it look like there's something, which is festering in the public. But they don't give a shit about the public, okay? Let's not forget that, okay? They don't really care. It's a song and dance fucking show that they have been continuously going on and on and on and on, okay? So I don't buy that she can't do something, I just don't buy it, okay? So, or take it to the Governor General even or something, or take it to the fucking Queen. I mean, there's got to be something. You cannot stand behind a criminal and let the criminal continue to commit crime. Then you are an accessory to the crime. That's how I feel. And if it meant her going to jail, then maybe she's part of the crime too, maybe. I don't know. But you don't stand there and say no comment. After the accusation had come out in the press that something is up. Okay? So I don't believe that she could do nothing because of ethics. Okay? There's only so far you go with ethics before, this is a major crime on the Canadian public. These are public dollars that are being wasted here while you've got people sleeping and dying in the streets. I don't buy it. Okay? If it meant she had to go to jail as a result of it, I'm sure the judge would be pretty fucking lenient for coming out with the truth. Okay? So she is, by not saying anything, just as guilty as the criminal. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You say, okay, let's go to the bank, guys, okay? And you're driving the car, and you park in front of the bank, and the guys that said, let's go for a ride to the bank, go in and rob the bank, come back out, get in the car. And, you can't just say, well, geez, I didn't know they were going to rob the bank after you take off from the location and go down the street. You're then guilty along with the bank criminals. I mean, the bank robbers, okay? So, there's something there that some way she could explain it in some fashion or to the right person or something, So I just don't buy that she can't do nothing, okay? I just don't buy it. So, it just continues the corruption in this government, and it goes beyond that little incident, okay? I mean, you go back to 1974 when they basically hijacked our bank. Okay? And again, nobody's saying nothing. But a 12-year-old kid comes out and tells it how it is. Okay? A 12-year-old kid. I don't know if you ever seen that video. It's floating around. If you get a hold of it, watch it, because that's incredible. A 12-year-old kid can come out and tell us adults how it is. And yet there it is. Okay, it's been that way for a long time. This big deficit is a joke. Okay? It's a joke. It means that this is a corrupt government. Plain and simple. So I wouldn't worry about paying taxes, because why keep feeding criminals? Why? You know, because they have a sign over their door? You may as well put "and criminal activity" inside here. I mean, like, this is plain as day, okay? This is crazy. Billions and billions of dollars going out across the ocean to other countries. Not here in this country. They're supposed to be looking after our country, okay? Is that happening? No. Not when you have how many people out of work. The unemployment lines are growing, okay? But not to mention how many people are going to lose their jobs now, because there ain't going to be no there ain't going to be no steel going into the U.S. anymore, or lumber going in there, or aluminum going in there, or many, many other things, okay? How much worse do you think this has got to get before somebody says, hey, enough's enough? Okay? How far does it have to go? All right? Before people are starving in the streets now, or people losing their homes, or people losing their cars, okay? Or so on and so on. How bad does it have to get before somebody gets it and says, hey, I can't be a party to this. You know, this is wrong. Where you're putting how many people out of work and moved onto the streets because somebody wants to save their skin? I mean, come on. This goes beyond realistic. Okay, this is insane. Okay, that this would carry on to this point. Okay, now you have the lumber industry going to lose jobs, the steel industry going to lose jobs, the aluminum industry is going to lose jobs. All these people are going to be out of work soon. Trust me. Because, hey, Trudeau ain't got the fucking brains to keep everything going. I mean, he's already got, what? A pipeline he buys for $450 billion or $1 million or whatever the hell it is, and he can't even put it in the ground. How do you expect him to keep the steel and the aluminum flowing in this country? Not going to happen. So, we're faced with a major disaster coming up here, folks, okay? My best advice is get prepared, because it's going to get rough. Much more rougher than you think right now, because this is craziness, okay? And it's not because they're doing the right thing. They're obviously doing the wrong thing, okay? Because look at the unemployment lines. I mean, they're growing, okay? Anything the press has to say about downplaying it and downplaying, they don't even talk about, you know, the reality of what's actually happening in the country, okay? You get it from social media about how much the disasters are. I mean, look at Estevan. You know, Estevan's going under. There's one. How many more? Okay? So it's not good. You know, it's definitely not good. It definitely isn't good. So there it is. So the best way I can figure on fighting back is to join their ball game. Join the ball game. Okay? And it may be a lot of work, but everybody, hey, I'm not the only one doing it, okay? I'm getting more. I'm getting more every day, okay? I got a guy now, he's going to run for MP in Humboldt. His name is Blair, okay? Give him your support, okay? You know, we've got the party page is up. You know, go sign. You can be a part of it too. You can make your stand, okay, by joining the Republican Party of Canada. Make your stand. We can do this, guys. Okay? I mean, it's not just up to me. I mean, come on. Think about it. Okay? We need your support. You have to support yourselves in all of this. Because this is craziness, okay? And it's got to stop. And we have to stay on point on this, okay? And I'm certainly not wanting to get rich out of this deal because that's furthest from the truth, okay? All I want is to get this country back in line with helping the people and being proper government instead of this insanity, okay? And then hopefully, if I'm still young enough, I can get back on the road because that's where what I like doing. I like driving a truck. Been a truck driver all my life. And what's going on, I've got to put the brakes on. Somebody's got to do something, okay? And that's what we've got to do. We've got to stop and get something accomplished, okay? That's really going to make a difference in this country, okay? Because where it's going now is in the shitter, okay? And we got to make a difference. We got to make a difference and stand united and make a difference because this is not right, okay? When you've got people dying in the streets because in the wintertime, this is zero right now. Look at it outside. It's fucking cold out there, man. And you've got our Canadians out on the streets, sleeping in the streets in this weather. I mean, how, my God. You know, and what does Trudeau do? Nothing. Have you heard anything in the news about the homeless on the streets? Not much. Not very, very little. In fact, the only thing I heard about it was, again, through Rebel Media, when they did a commentary on the migrants living in our big expensive hotels put up by the taxpayer. And where are our people? In tents living under bridges. Something's wrong about this picture, people. Okay? There have been people dying already as a result of the cold. Okay? So this is wrong. And we cannot stand for that. So we have to get this rolling. And we have to do it as quickly and as efficiently as possible. So that is really where it's at. If you want to make a difference, put on a yellow jacket, make out that awareness, get people involved, get people up off their asses, get them in tune with what's going on, okay? Because this is craziness, absolute craziness, okay? And if it means we have to form a party, a political party, to get these guys out of there, then that's what we're going to do, okay? We're already sending a convoy as a torch of awareness that this country is in trouble, okay? First time ever in Canada. And then one little witch, I'll call her a witch, has to mention about the convoy and you know, doesn't get it. She's more concerned with her little safety than she is allowing these people to get together to go make the statement. I mean, why don't we ask her how she feels about the homelessness in the country? Or how about the poor in this country? You know, if she really wants to make a statement, why doesn't she make any statement about that? Okay? Because that's absurd. You know, to come out there and make a statement about these guys putting all their effort together to get this convoy up and running, and this little witch I won't even say her name. Oh, wait a minute. A call was coming in. A call is coming in. Hold on. Who's the call from? Hi, Sarah. How are you? Where are you? Hello? Hello? Oh, okay. I don't know. Anyways, she's a witch. And, if she's got something legitimate to say, I'd like to hear it. But what she had to say was not anything to do with anything. Okay? I mean, it's craziness. One person in all of Red Deer has to make a comment about how inconvenient she was placed. Well, wake up, baby. It's a protest because there's a lot of shit wrong in this country, and you're a part of the problem because you don't get it. You should wake up and smell the coffee. That's my best advice, okay? Because that's crazy. To all these guys putting all their effort together to help out this country, and this little witch has to come out there and say, oh, there's safety issues. I tell you, those truck drivers are better drivers than you are, lady. I tell you that. I guarantee you that. Okay? These are the pro drivers of the country because they're standing up for this country. And my hat's off to them. Go, baby. All the way to Ottawa. Keep her going. So that's my 2 cents, guys, for tonight. I'm sorry I'm late. I didn't realize there was a countdown on until somebody told me. But I like my word. I'm out there. I got it out there. So here it is. We got to save this country any way we can. And the way I see it, the problem is the government. What we have in the government. Corruption. That's what we have. We've got to fix it. Okay? We've got to stand up and fix it. So get behind the Republican Party Canada. Go to the website. Sign. Become a member. Okay? That's one less signature. The more signatures we get, the better off we're going to be. And they're starting to come in. Trust me. Okay? So be a part of it. And let's get this done. Because if we don't, then we're not fixing anything. All of this will be for nothing. And we'll sit back and watch all this shit come down. And we'll be the ones saying, I told you so. Because it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. So the quicker you get involved and the more we get this done, the better. Okay, for everybody. So do get involved. With that, I'm going to say I've got a GoFundMe page on my Facebook page. Monday, 7 o'clock is my next video. Okay? And we are also joining the Underground Social Network. There is a link on my Facebook page for that. Look for the Underground Social Network. Get involved with the Underground Social Network. Facebook is cutting off too many people, and that's not right. We have freedom of speech in this country. And if Facebook wants to play those little games, they're going to lose customers. Okay? So, we got to put it where it's due. All the way. So, with that, guys, I think I'm going to leave it at that. And do get involved. Please do. Because it's only up to us. There's nobody else here. Okay? We've only got to rely on us. Because that's where it matters the most. All right? Until next time, I'm getting the word out there, and I hope you have a good night. Thank you.